Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dela Criss. This will be the first of hopefully many videos of my mompreneur mindset videos, and so pretty much that's just going to be me jumping on here talking to you about some things that I'm learning from what I'm reading or from different podcasts that I'm listening to, and so it's for you whether you consider yourself an entrepreneur or you're a stay-at-home mom, because if you're a stay-at-home mom, your home is a business, right? You're running an organization. So today I wanted to talk about this idea of what does it mean to have grit as a mom. And so this term grit has been real popular the last few years. And it's an idea that my husband and I honestly just love. We want our kids to love Jesus, love people, and then like have grit is like right under that. So I have some notes here because I want to make sure I'm not getting like any of the definitions or anything wrong. So if you're unfamiliar with the term, Duckworth, the Webster defines it as firmness of character, indomitable spirit, and Duckworth, based on her research, tweaked it to say perseverance and passion for long-term goals. So pretty much is this idea that people are successful or more successful than their peers, not because of given talents or how smart they are or how much money they have, but due to their level of grit. And again, I love this concept because I feel like it's so true. I've seen it even in my own life. Maybe some of my peers were smarter than me or had more money than me, but I've seen God just bless me due to my diligence and just this idea of grit. So we're hoping that we can pass it on to our kids. Now, although I love listening to podcasts and reading and stuff, a lot of the issue that I have with some of these ideas that people will talk about is that it is not catered to what that looks like as a mom. So people don't want to admit that certain things look different as a mom, like having grit can look different as a mom, right? Because I mean, a lot of things can just be that much harder when you're raising babies. So like a lot of people will be like, oh, make sure you have a great morning, a miracle morning. It's like, okay, what if my baby was up all night? What does that look like for me as a mom? So that's my goal with these mompreneur mindset videos, is to take these concepts that are really useful, really helpful, and that have helped me grow, but kind of cater it to moms and the reality of our situation. So let's jump into it. So the first idea, and I'm taking some of this again from Duckworth and just the work and stuff done there, but is courage, or not having the fear of failure. And so I can talk about this all day. I personally had to overcome fear. So what does that look like as a mom? I mean, for some of us, it just means reaching out to that mom. Sorry, you might hear my baby crying in the background, but reaching out to that mom that we've been wanting to connect with over the last few weeks or whatever, but we've been too afraid to do it. For some of us, it's starting that business that we've wanted to start, or starting that YouTube channel or that blog that we wanted to do. And again, one thing you'll hear me stress is it's not the idea itself that's important, but it's the character that you're going to build going through it. And it's the fact that fear doesn't have a hold on you. So I love that aspect of grit. Number 2 is resilience, optimism, confidence, and creativity. There's a book by Andrew Zolu, I hope I'm saying that. It's called Resilience. Why Things Bounce Back. And he defines resilience as the ability of people, communities, and systems to maintain their core purpose and integrity among unforeseen shocks and surprises. So, yes, baby. Let mommy finish, okay? Let her finish her video. She'll be right there, okay? Okay, sorry, I had a little interruption. But yeah, I love his definition of resilience. And just, I love this definition because shocks and surprises, like, that's motherhood, y'all. Like, that describes motherhood. And sometimes on the edge of my seat, like, is today gonna be a good day? Like, are my kids gonna be in a good mood? All the way to more serious things, like we don't know the illnesses or anything like that our kids are going to be born with. And so as a mom, you have to constantly choose to be resilient and to get back up and to do things over again. Maybe you choose to stay at home with your kids. Like, I think that's a really good example. And maybe things get hard and they get tough, or maybe your husband loses his job or something like that. So you buckle down and you say, you know what? My circumstances have changed, but I'm going to stay committed to the vision and the mission that we have when I started this. I'm going to lock down this cooking and this grocery shopping and save some money so that we can continue doing what we wanted to do. Or maybe just at the end of a hard day, it means, you know what? You get through that day when you're at home with those kids, you pull your hair back, you jump in the shower, you get up the next day, and you come with the same passion and the same just resilience, the grit, like you're back at it. Here I am again. Today matters. Today is a new day. The third one is commitment and passion to long-term goals and following through. If you don't know already how I feel about goals, I feel like you need them, right? You have to have goals in your life just to live with purpose. And this is a big part of having grit and following through on those goals. So if you're a mom, you need goals for your parenting goals, and you need your own personal goals. So even if your parenting goal is, I want to read a book to my kids every day, you actually set the goal and then you do it. Again, it goes back to what we're talking about in fear. It's less about the goal and more about being the person that sets the goal and follows through on the goal, right? And becoming and building that characteristic of having grit, right? Or maybe your goal is to, I don't know, cook every night, and you set the goal and follow through, right? Or you wanted to start that business or whatever it is. You set the goal and then you're someone that follows through. And as a mom, I think it's important to say, that's why I'm trying to do these videos, because people don't always say this. As a mom, you might only be able to have 3 goals. That's okay. Again, set the goal, follow through, and do it well. So the last one is so good. Excellence over perfection. Excellence is a part of our core values too. The difference is perfection just leads to like stealing joy, comparison, like things that are not positive. Excellence is more of the mindset that you do something in, the spirit behind how you do things and why you do things. It's showing up, being faithful in the little so that God can trust you in the big. That's part of having grit. Showing up every day, not just like I'm going to go through the motions with my kids. I'm going to do it with excellence. I'm not going to be perfect. I'm going to do it with excellence. 2 examples for me in motherhood, right? Like me being at home with my kids and doing that with excellence. They need to eat, right? So just having dinner, making sure I'm meal planning, having dinner on the table. Are they organic, cooked from scratch meals every night? No, but it's there and I'm following through and I'm making sure it's there. Another thing, I felt convicted. I love doing these videos. I love connecting with y'all. Such a passion of mine, but to do that with excellence means that I need to do it consistently. So I pick 2 days of the week and I put the videos out there, even if they're not perfect, right? Perfect would be my lighting is perfect, which it's not right now. Like I'm using natural light and it's coming from the side and whatever, but not perfect, but done with excellence. So I'm doing them consistently within the constraints, right, of being a mom. So some people would argue this is not excellent video quality, or I don't edit all my videos. I don't make them perfect, but I'm trying to do it with excellence, which means I can consistently put out content. And so just know that if you're a mom, you're a leader, whether you consider yourself a leader or not. And so having grit is such an important quality to have as a leader, because we're going to decide whether or not our kids have it. And so they're going to look after us and pick up our habits. And so I just think that is so important and such a good thing to have. Now with grit comes grace. So knowing in different seasons, you just had a baby, okay, grit in that season might just mean showing up each day, taking it a day at a time, loving that baby, being intentional in those hours when they're little, because they'll never be that little again. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Comment below if you like videos like this. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll try to drop these type of videos every Monday, or at least every other Monday. But you should get new videos on this channel every Monday and Thursday. I would love to hear from you. I love hearing from y'all. Just comment below. Bye guys.